76 PART5 The teachings of the Lord of the Second Coming. In the four-position foundation which Adam and Eve should have established. Each position was to pass through the 10 levels in their course to maturity, fulfilling in total the number 40. Thus, the course of their maturation was a period to fulfill the number 40, and their four-position foundation would have become the perfect embodiment of the number 40. Some examples of indemnity periods of the number 40 set up to restore this foundation include the 40 days from the time Noah's Ark came to rest on Mt. Ararat until he sent out the dove, the 40 years of Moses' life in the Pharaoh's palace, his 40-year exile in the wilderness of Midian, and the 40 years in the wilderness during the national course to restore Canaan. We can deduce that there are two types of periods of the number 40 in the providence of restoration. One type is an indemnity period, to restore the number 4 in restoration. It is multiplied by the number 10, the number of unity, to form 40. The second type is the indemnity period, to restore the number 40 itself, which Adam should have fulfilled before the fall, as was just described. The 40 years in the wilderness for the national course, to restore Canaan, was set up to restore both these types of periods of 40 at the same time. It restored through indemnity the 40-day spy mission and Moses' 40-day fast, which were periods to restore the number 4. It also restored through indemnity Moses' 40 years in the Pharaoh's palace, and 40 years in the wilderness of Midian, which were periods to restore the number 40. Such a phenomenon occurs when the central figure for the foundation of faith is restoring through indemnity horizontally all the vertical indemnity conditions in the history of the providence. When such a dispensation to horizontally restore periods of the number 40 is again prolonged, it can be extended by a rule of multiplication by 10. Because the required period of indemnity may have to be expanded through 10 stages. Thus, a period of 40 years may be expanded to 400 or even 4,000 years. Examples include the 400-year period from Noah to Abraham, the 400 years of slavery in Egypt, and the 4,000 biblical years from Adam to Jesus. Let us summarize the numerical periods of indemnity a central figure in the providence must fulfill to restore the foundation of faith. Had the first human ancestors not fallen, they would have laid the foundation of faith based on significant numbers, including 12, 4, 21 and 40. When they then accomplished the purpose of creation, they would have become the perfect embodiments of the quality of these numbers. Yet due to their fall, all these numbers were claimed by Satan. Therefore, the central figures in providential history must fulfill numerical periods of indemnity to restore the numbers 12, 4, 21, and 40 before they can restore the foundation of faith. Only on that basis can they lay the foundation of substance for the restoration of the perfect embodiment of the quality of these numbers.